What's up, my dino nerds and other gaming bros? It's Blue Little Muffin here again with another video about that vegan teacher. And she is again attacking Call Me Chris, but this time with ChatGPT. And something tells me that the vegan teachers took a whole lot of cap. And what I mean by a whole lot of cap, I mean a whole lot of nonsense. Yeah, I've already watched this video. Well, technically not watched it. I had to figure out how to get this video because I'm using my phone and I'm not doing any videos on my laptop at the moment because one, it's dead and it's charging at the moment and I didn't want to wait for my computer to charge. So I'm doing it from my phone. So it's probably going to take a whole lot longer for me to do this because of the way I had to get the video. But I let it play, and yes, I did listen through my own headphones because I was trying to watch something else while this thing was getting the video, and it was playing while downloading this video. There's a whole lot of cap in this video. I'm not joking. Like, there's so many in it. Like, it doesn't make it much sense. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and jump into the video.
Hello, ChatGPT. Can you please tell me who is kinder, braver, and wiser? Christina Collins, who's also known as Call Me Chris, or that vegan teacher, Miss Katie?
That's a real good question. Do I pick the YouTuber that I've watched before? She's made me laugh. She hasn't once made me uh that the her confession video did make me cry. I felt really bad for her, like really, really bad. And I am really sorry for what you went through, Call Me Chris. For real, like, this is coming like deep down, like, this is not a joking matter. I really do feel for you, and I really do hope that the help that you got helped you a lot, and I do. And this is also for others. If this has ever happened to you, go seek help. Professional, like, go get help. It's important to do whatever you can with the situation that she's been in. But anyways, I would trust her more than I would a psychopathic liar who's a narcissist and a racist. What else is she? Well, there's a lot of things she is. Um, a bully for one. For instance, as well. I'm pretty sure now that she has this many videos for her calling me Chris, it's not like me as well. Me calling her out would be for a form of harassment, I guess. I don't really know, but for the vegan teacher herself, this is actual harassment. Okay, actual harassment against Call Me Chris. But if I had to choose, I would choose Call Me Chris. I'm sorry, not you, Miss Katie. You're out of here. Call Me Chris. Me and you, we're gonna go and uh find, like, I don't know, vegan stuff to eat. I don't know because I think you said you don't really eat a lot of meat products, so it's like more like vegetarian, more options, or just actual. Uh, I'm sorry.
Here are the ways that Miss Katie, that vegan teacher, is kinder, braver, and wiser than Christina Collins. The first way Miss Katie shows her kindness is by using her platform to fight for the most innocent and vulnerable beings on this planet, animals. She educates her audience about the horrifying realities of industries that exploit animals for food, clothing, and entertainment, urging people to choose kindness instead of cruelty. Meanwhile, Christina Collins continues to support and promote these industries, showing that her own personal pleasure matters more to her than the lives of the victims. Instead of using her massive influence to stand up for justice, she collects animals like props, using them in her videos to gain views while continuing to fund the industries that harm them.
I like how the chatbot goes with animals with an S at the end. Like, Call Me Chris owns a whole bunch of animals. I'm pretty sure, like, throughout the entire videos I've seen of Call Me Chris only owns one animal, okay, at the time of her be of talking to Miss Katie. I'm pretty sure Call Me Chris had one animal, and that was a dire wolf dog thing. I don't know what I think it's a dire wolf dog, half wolf half dog thing. What was his name? Was it Kevin? Yeah, Kevin. That's what I was it Kevin? Might have been. My brain's not thinking very well. Anyways, I do know that they did show another dog in, like, this year. So don't, like, bombard me in the comments like, oh yeah, she has another dog. I know she has another dog, but at the time she only had one. I think, like, one animal that I've known of. But she's not out there promoting all this dangerous stuff like this chat is saying, which, by the way, is not a chat bot. This is just stuff Miss Katie wrote herself, and I know she wrote it herself because I had used the same question that she used the ChatGPT the first time, and asked ChatGPT if it could tell me anything about it, and it couldn't. Why? Because I kid you not, ChatGPT told me that it could not compare nothing to that evil guy and that locked those people those many years ago, to people who eat meat. I kid you not, it could not tell me because there was nothing it could give that we do worse than that guy did. And while Miss Katie does use her platform to quote unquote save the animals, she's not kind about it. She's not brave about it either. Like, she's not brave about it. Uh she's just she's rude, she's hypocritical, she's a narcissist, and everybody knows it. So YouTube, if you take this video down, this is not me making up something about it. This is generally things you could point out, like here, here, and here. So this is all factual stuff. So, you know, just to be clear, these are factual stuff about this woman because you can see it in her own videos. If somebody is saying that they're not these things, but you can point it out in their behavior and the way they speak and the way their actions are through a video that they made and posted saying that they're not all this stuff, but you can see it. How are you gonna say that we made it up if everybody can see it? One last thing before we continue: the chatbot has no evidence that Call Me Chris even supports these type of industries, quote unquote, evidence that ChatGPT has. I'm pretty sure she'll be like, oh, ChatGPT said this because it's true, because it knows all. No, Miss Katie, you wrote it. We all know you wrote it. You write a whole lot of stuff. Wrote right. I'm keeping this in the video. No, it wrote right. And it sounds like, oh god, it sounds like Scooby trying to wrote right. I'm getting, oh.
Miss Katie stands for true kindness, one that demands real change, not just superficial gestures. The second way Miss Katie is braver is in her willingness to speak out against the sexual exploitation of animals, especially the systemic rape of mother cows in the dairy industry. Female cows are forcibly impregnated, only to have their babies stolen so humans can drink the milk meant for them. This is sexual violence, plain and simple. Miss Katie has made it clear that no female of any species deserves this abuse. Christina Collins, on the other hand, has publicly shared that she was assaulted, yet she turns a blind eye when the exact same thing happens to other females. If she truly understood the pain of being violated, she would speak out against it happening to innocent animals, but instead, she continues to support and normalize their suffering. Her lack of empathy for these victims is staggering.
If you use somebody's trauma experience for your own personal gain, you are a horrible person for that, Miss Katie. And I know ChatGPT would not say that because one, it crosses the line of hurting somebody's feelings. Like not just their feelings, but basically saying, "Oh, I know what you went through, but I really don't care that you went through that." And I don't care how much you suffered from it. I don't care how much trauma you have. That is basically what Miss Katie is saying. That's with this bot too, trying to prove that she's braver than this than hold on, I'm getting a little bit too overwhelmed speaking where I can't even process the words that can come out of my mouth this fast. Anyway, Miss Katie, you're just horrible. You're a horrible person. You need to get off the internet. I don't know why YouTube still has you on here. YouTube, you still look horrible for this. And the I don't know how much it's gonna take to get you guys to see that this woman no longer needs to be on this platform. I don't I don't know how long, like how many videos there has to be made of her, not just by my channel but other channels alone, pointing out her bad behavior and why she should be off this platform. She has proven time and time again on why we should ban her. Also, Miss Katie has never been a nice person. Like, we can all agree that she's not nice. Uh, Second, there is a law for um, it's adult stuff with animals. Yes, there is a law against that. Okay, Miss Katie, there is a law against it. There is. Um, I'm not gonna say. I don't think I can say the word on YouTube, so uh, just know there is a law for uh not doing not safe things with animals that are not appropriate. Just say it. We're just gonna leave it up. Not appropriate to do with animals, but there's a law against it. And the reason they're not in factory jobs is because it's not the same thing. It's not. I'm not kidding. It's not the same thing that she's saying that it is. There is a law against this, but it's not for that. It's for something totally different. But Miss Katie thinks that that's what, you should be arrested for if you work at a factory job.
The third way Miss Katie is wiser is in her deep understanding of what veganism actually is. Veganism isn't just about eating plants. It's a justice movement that states humans must live without exploiting animals. Because animals, like children, are not objects to be bought, sold, commodified, utilized, sexually assaulted, or exploited in any way. Miss Katie teaches this message with clarity and passion, helping people understand that true justice means leaving animals out of our meals, clothes, and entertainment. Christina Collins, however, continues to treat animals as mere accessories for her brand, collecting them for content while doing nothing to stop their suffering on a larger scale.
Do you know this ChatGPT? Do you really know? Like, I know I'm fighting with it, like with with what Miss Katie has written down already, but I'm just gonna do it just because. But really, be for real, ChatGPT. Do you really know that Call Me Chris does not pay people like shelters? You don't think she doesn't pay for shelters and all that for other animals, like for safety and all that? You don't think she supports things that are trying to help wildlife? You think that she doesn't pay for all that? Yeah, I highly doubt a robot that I can ask a question for knows everything to the T about somebody, down to their bank statement. Like, how you gonna say, oh, I didn't, like, this person didn't spend this because why? Because I know, because I'm an AI bot and I'm not a real person to be getting your thoughts on. Miss Katie also doesn't know the full term of veganism. She doesn't know it. I kid you not. I kid you not. There's no I kid you not. We all know she doesn't know what veganism is. Her thing of veganism is what the chat GPT is saying. Okay, that's the vegan teacher's definition of veganism, not the world's, her own, which we all know. Okay, I don't know why I'd had to say it like that. I guess it's for the younger audience if it doesn't get them right away. So yeah, I'm really I'm sorry. All right, guys. I guess I'm gonna be playing a game called find the animals and call me Chris's videos that she and I guess on TikTok and on YouTube. So I'm gonna have to go through what thousands of videos, a whole lot to see how many animals Call Me Chris has and how many animals she has collected, with accessories with her stuff that she's created. I wonder how many I'll find. And when I do figure out the amount, I will let you guys know. Like, I will for real make a short saying, hey guys, this is how many animals Call Me Chris has. Cause why? Because I watched every single video. Yeah, I'm not doing all that. We all know that she only had one animal. At least that's what from what I know of. Even if she had like someone else's animal over, it's not her animal, and it's not like she collected her friends or her or someone's animals that she's watching's animal. It's not like she collected their animal either. I don't know what animal she's collected because I've only seen one animal.
The fourth way Miss Katie shows her wisdom is in her refusal to turn a blind eye to the realities of animal abuse. She doesn't just avoid animal products, she actively exposes the industries that produce them. She speaks out against the fur and leather industries, where animals are electrocuted, skinned alive, and killed for fashion. She educates people about the brutal egg industry, where male chicks are shredded alive and female hens are forced to lay eggs until their bodies give out. Christina Collins, on the other hand, continues to buy and wear leather, consume eggs, and fund the very industries that inflict unimaginable suffering. While Miss Katie educates and inspires, Christina Collins promotes ignorance and selfishness.
By telling people that it's every industry. Yeah, every industry. That's what she'll tell you. It's every industry, not the like very little industry, the entire industry, which is a complete lie because she doesn't do research. Like again, she doesn't do research. I don't know why, but she thinks saying the same thing over and over, like all industries here, like here, 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 because it's all around the world. Here's one building. Miss Katie, there's more than just one building. In different places, treat their animals differently. You can't just go, oh yeah, um, they're all the same. No, can't do that. And you're not gonna blame Call Me Chris for any of this either because she does not. I don't think she doesn't even buy anything that's animal products. That I mean, even if she does, it's her, it's her money. Like, come on, it's her money, and if she wants it, she can get it. It's not up to you, Miss Katie. You're not the one with her credit card. You're not the one who's paying her. Okay, you're not giving her the money. So unless you're paying her or you are her mother, you don't get to tell people what to do. Like you cannot tell anybody what to do. I don't care if you want to use, oh, I'm your elder card, or you better be this way, or because you're vegan phobe. I'm not vegan phobic, okay? I'm just gonna put it straight out and simple. I'm not vegan phobic, and I will never will be. But I will never listen to somebody who thinks super highly of themselves and their ego is way too high that they can't seem to bump themselves down from a pedestal that is so far up the behemoth.
The fifth way Miss Katie is kinder, braver, and wiser is in her unwavering dedication to creating a better world, not just for animals, but for all who suffer. She understands that adopting an animal is a lifelong commitment, not a way to gain internet clout. That's why she speaks out against the breeding industry, urging people to adopt from shelters instead of paying breeders to bring more animals into an already overpopulated world. Christina Collins, however, continues to purchase animals while shelters are overflowing with perfectly adoptable ones who end up euthanized due to lack of homes.
Putting the blame on all the blame on somebody. Miss Katie does not get your message across. No, 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 honey. Yeah. If you think blaming somebody for shelters for being overcrowded Um, yeah, you're not gonna. No one's gonna be on your side. Okay. I don't know where Kevin came from. I don't know the history with him. I don't know if she actually got him from a breeder or she got him from the shelter. That's something I don't know. I don't even think I don't even think Miss Katie knows where Kevin came from, and their new dog that they got. I don't know. I remember watching the video, but it was so long ago. I don't even remember if she said it was from a shelter or they got it from a breeder, which I'm more than likely going to go with. She got it from a shelter, but still, it's not. Should you buy dogs from shelters? Yes, it will help more get. It'll help them, you know, not suffer and all that. Certain, you know, shelters they don't treat their dogs good, okay? So it's good to get them out of the shelter, but most people want rate like certain dogs, which is okay for them. Okay, you may not think it's good because that's your opinion, and it's still not good because there's overcrowding and stuff like that. But it, we do not just go and storm people like you can't buy this thing because of this, so I'm just gonna stop you. No, if you try to stop somebody physically, they will consider that battery because you physically touched somebody to stop them from doing something, and it was unwanted, like touch, which is still, I guess, battery. I would have to see what. I'm pretty sure it would be hitting, but I'm pretty sure some people have been arrested for touching somebody, like just grabbing them. I guess they got arrested for that. I think, well, at least one person has before. I just can't remember. Anyways, the rest of the video is not important. It's just more blaming Call Me Chris for everything that's wrong with the world and why she's one of the reasons why the world is bad and blah 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 blah. Anyways, we all know Miss Kate is just a big fat liar who wants to use narcissism to her advantage to try to manipulate people into thinking this person is bad, don't trust them, come to me, trust me, join my cult. My vegan cult, by the way. Uh my vegan cult. No, her vegan cult. But, she was speaking to be like, join my cult, my vegan cult. Anyways, if you liked the video, drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And bye bye.